Dragon Ball Super Superhero has been out in Japan for over a week now, and somehow the only unit we have in either of the main mobile Dragon Ball games is a free-to-play base Gohan. Now that will obviously change sooner than later, but just how soon is what I want to talk about. So here's some facts for y'all. Back on July 1st of 2019, we got the LR Gohan and Goten that released on the JP side of the game. Now, of course, this was a global first at the time, but it's very important that we pay attention to the JP dates for releases on everything moving forward here. Then on July 18th of 2019, the LR Tech Broly released on the JP side of the game, followed up on July 30th of 2019 with the physical Piccolo. Then if we hop into 2020, a year later on June 30th, that was when we were introduced to the LR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. That would then be followed up on July 18th of 2020 with the LR Tech Jiren. And on July 31st of 2020, we would get the insane character that is still top tier to this day, Tech Ultimate Gohan. I've seen enough. Tech Ultimate Gohan is better. Then when we hop into 2021, on June 30th of 2021, that is when we got the insane Tech LR Goku and Vegeta that would then fuse into an LR Super Gogeta. They followed that up on July 20th of 2021 with the LR Janemba. That is still some of my absolute favorite art to this day. And lastly, on July 30th, we finally got the STR Super Vegeta. Now, why are all these dates so important to this video, to everything we're talking about right now? Well, just this morning, we actually got a sort of update from the JP side of Dokkan, where they actually gave us the exact theme for Tanabata this year, which is not Dragon Ball Super Superhero related. It is actually Future Trunks Saga related. So actual Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks Saga, which means an LR Vegito Blue, an LR Sword of Hope Trunks, or even an LR Merge Zamasu could be happening within just the next few weeks. And even more importantly, right now, we are just probably a couple days away from a preview for a brand new LR Golden Frieza. So a lot of stuff is happening over on the JP side of the game that isn't Dragon Ball Super Superhero related. Also, side note, if you haven't seen this update stuff, we're also getting our first update to quest mode in like 5 years. Seriously, they haven't touched quest mode since like 2017, and we're getting some sort of quest mode renewal and maybe some added stages. Who knows what it means exactly moving forward, but either way, they're touching quest mode in Dokkan for the first time in like 5 years. Now, in this video, they also mentioned Dragon Ball Super Superhero and that to be patient, it would be coming soon. So all those days before, we're just kind of showing you the schedule and the very routine schedule, I should add, that Dokkan follows every single sort of like June and July. Very much so, Tanabata, we now know, is Future Saga related. So we now know that in about a little over 10 days, we will have some sort of LR Dokkan Festival exclusive that I think the only real two candidates here are either Vegito Blue or a Sword of Hope Trunks. And then we'll have a part 2 Yellow Coin LR that I feel like is either going to be a new LR Rose, a new LR Merge Zamasu, something related to that, maybe some sort of exchange character into a Merge Zamasu. I really just kind of hope it's just a base Merge Zamasu of some sort, but that's all pretty given at this point. Like, what else would you do for big LR characters during Tanabata, one of the biggest celebrations of the year on the JP side, from the Future Trunks Saga arc in Dragon Ball Super? And then all of that is followed up with some sort of Dokkan Festival exclusive before we have a dead month that brings us into the end of August. That will be the worldwide celebration. Now, my guess is that if you're going to do a superhero crossover, you don't do it in that DFE slot right after Tanabata. You probably do it for worldwide celebration, which will actually, and just coincidentally, be about a week and a half, 2 weeks after the global sort of release Dragon Ball Superhero starts coming out. So while I don't feel like waiting 2 months, and I think it's absurd, their sort of planned release for this film and how they released only in Japan in June, and then no other releases start happening until August outside of Japan, it's crazy to me that they're trying to keep everything under wraps. They're obviously not letting the games touch any of the superhero characters for now. They want to get it out to everyone else first, and then the games can start actually utilizing characters from this. But you have to imagine the teams behind these games are very excited about this because Dragon Ball Super Superhero is the first new animated Dragon Ball anything for almost 4 years, because yes, Dragon Ball Super Broly will be 4 years old this December. And even crazier, on Broly's release for the Dokkan side of the game, Broly came out on December 14th of 2018, and just 12 days later, we had like 6 brand new units or even more than that inside Dokkan. Like, that's crazy to me that with Broly's release, we had them less than 2 weeks after the release, and at at this point, we're already a weekend. They've already addressed that there would be something coming soon. And the only thing we have is a free-to-play Gohan. And now that they've announced that Tanabata is Future Saga related, we know that we're waiting even longer for a sort of premium summonable style character from Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Now, the benefits to this is that if they wait until it's released globally, then they might be able to capitalize on some of the more hype things that happen in this film, because they've not shown off anything from this movie. If you haven't been spoiled, massive like kudos to you, but there's so much that happens that they haven't revealed at all that they might actually be able to utilize if this comes out at a later date, again, say a worldwide celebration. So my guess at this point is worldwide has been saved to be a Dragon Ball Super Superhero massive movie collaboration, especially since for worldwide, Global and JP celebrate that at the same time. And given the fact that a ton of countries at that point when worldwide begins around August 28th through August 30th would have been able to see the film in theaters at that point, it'd be a great time to capitalize on that. Now, do they go full like balls deep into this movie and actually spoil a lot of the aspects, or do they still be tame with it for that sort of first crossover and just give us like an Ultimate Piccolo, which has been of course shown off in the trailers? That's where he loses his lines and his color changes a little bit. You know, we've seen the Ultimate Gohan is in the film as well from the trailers, obviously Gamma 1 and 2. There's a lot to work with just from the trailers without even getting into the spoiler side of superhero as far as new animations, new characters, new all this stuff, right? But then if they dive into the spoilery side of superhero, there's even more they can do. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of LRs, a lot of Dokkan Festival exclusives, a lot of just many different things that they can definitely do with this film that will be entirely new characters, entirely new animations, entirely new kits they could bring to the game, which I think would be really, really cool. It feels like a given at this point that worldwide will be superhero related, and I'll be blown away if it isn't. Because if worldwide or 375, 400 million downloads, whatever they end up calling it, but the time slot for August and September, end of August and September, is not superhero related, that means we might not be seeing anything superhero related until like October. Because if worldwide is themed around something else, then that literally takes up the end of August, all of September, and the next Dokkan Festival sort of like time slot that they would release something in wouldn't be until October, bro. Like that would be crazy to me if they wait that long to capitalize on actual new official Dragon Ball. So that's why the thumbnail for this video is actually an Ultimate Gohan, because I think at least a new LR Ultimate Gohan is a possibility coming out of the superhero movie, and that if you're looking past that, that might be a bit of a pipe dream at the beginning, because I do think they will eventually get everything from this film into Dokkan, into Legends, probably even into Xenoverse and Fighters as well, but it's just going to take time, because very clearly Toei, Shueisha, and all of them do not want the games to show off anything from this movie. I'm still impressed that they haven't dropped a trailer that at least spoils some of what's in superhero for at least the Japan audience, but they haven't even dropped that yet. So if they aren't ready to spoil some of the film in their own trailers to get you into the theater in Japan, then they're definitely not going to let their games do it, for sure. And with worldwide, it is always a dual LR Dokkan Fest celebration. Plus, last year we actually got 2 LRs as yellow coins as the part 2 as well. So I think that there could be a lot going on here, and they really like to make it the celebration where they give us an extreme and a super unit. So one might could think that the main villain of this movie could get an LR. So yes, what I'm saying is that I think they're going to debut superhero characters in this game as LRs. And not only just for JP, but also for global. Like that is such a massive play by Dokkan, because even though the Dragon Ball Super Broly characters were incredibly hyped, they were still just URs, right? So imagine superhero comes onto the scene on Dokkan, granted a little delayed at this point, at least in my opinion, given the fact that the movie will have been out for over 2 months, but they come out as legendary rares, because as far as worldwide has been, they've been LRs for the last, what would be like 3 celebrations. So I can't imagine they'll break that coming up on this year, especially just because it's superhero related. So yes, I think that the superhero related characters, if they drop during worldwide, will in fact be legendary rares. And then also we could get like an LR Ultimate Gohan, and then a part 2 could be like LR Ultimate Piccolo that maybe also has a transformation, you know, a built-in transformation that goes from maybe Piccolo into Ultimate, or you know, whatever. And then also an LR Gamma 1 and 2. That is my guess right now. We're still so far out to sort of try to guess like characters, but that is my guess as to when superhero will happen. And you have to imagine at bare minimum we get an LR Ultimate Gohan, if not more than that, with transformations and all kinds of stuff. So that's where I'm at with it. A lot of y'all that have been asking, when is superhero going to happen in these games? That's when I think it's going to happen now. Obviously not Tanabata, and I don't think it'll be that time slot right after Tanabata. I think they capitalize right after the film comes out globally and drop it for worldwide celebration. And if it it doesn't happen there, what are they doing? So anyways, y'all, that's the video. Have a great day. Keep on keeping on. Nano sign off. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.